Live?
Yeah.
All right. We want to start off giving our praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rekakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings unto the elect of the nation of Israel, which is us, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? And we out here to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, okay? People know it as America. We all knew it as America, the United States of America, but it's more than that. This country alone makes it's made more to it that makes it a kingdom. What makes it a kingdom is NATO, the EU, and the EU, and America is a part of NATO. So it's not America alone as a kingdom. It's really the whole beast. The fourth beast we read about in Daniel, the 7th chapter. Okay. And we're in the time of the 10 toes. All right, we're in the time of this place of the revived Roman Empire falling, which is what we know today as NATO, the EU, and America. That's the power that's ruling this planet Earth right now. Okay, you got a precept? Matter of fact, let's get that. Let's go to Daniel 7, and let's jump straight to the point. Going into the fourth beast.
This is Daniel chapter 7 and verse 7. After this, I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly. And it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces.
Right, so if you start off at the beginning of the chapter, we're not going to do it. You get to the part about the fourth beast. It goes into starting with Nebuchadnezzar and the Babylonian kingdom being taken down by the Medo-Persians. So that's the first beast. Then the Medo-Persians is the second beast. Third beast is the Greek Empire. Then now we at the point of the fourth beast. And then you had the Babylonian Empire. They took down, well, they didn't really take them down. There was a surgical strike, I believe. How the Assyrians was taking over. Okay? But go ahead,
And it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from...
Hold on, go back up. I'm sorry.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse 7. After this, I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast.
Right, this fourth beast is talking about the ancient pagan Roman Empire. Go ahead.
Dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly. And it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces.
So what was the strength of the Roman Empire? And it talks about it broke with the iron teeth. It broke in pieces. Let's say many people.
Devoured and breaking pieces.
Yeah, devoured and breaking pieces through what? The military. Their military might. At that particular time, it was you have to be insane to go up against the Roman authority, the Roman military. All right, go ahead.
And break in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it.
Right, and what was the diversity of this particular beast from the other three beasts that was explained prior to this beast? Is the government structure. Okay? This is why we have today, we have the Senate. That goes back to the Roman Empire. right? Before the earth is concerning kingdoms, you had pretty much like dynasties. You know, you had a king, he would rule, and once he would pass, he would give the kingdom to his, most likely it was always the eldest son, but not necessarily, you know. Like in the situation with King David. King David was set up, that was really our, King Saul was the first king, but then King David was really the first official king. But you really had to give it to, they had to go to Saul, you know, King Saul. But David, not being, he wasn't the eldest son, yet he, the Most High chose King David, a man after his own heart to rule. See? Go ahead, I.
And it was diverse.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say this. Then that particular son would have he had sons, and he'll leave the kingdom in the hand of his eldest son, and then so forth and so on. But when you get to the Roman Empire, that structure in the government body changed. You know, you got it, right?
And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn.
Right. So the 10 horns is what? Is NATO, right? NATO will be, today we'll know it as NATO. That little horn is talking about America. Go ahead.
I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them an other little horn.
Right.
Before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots.
Right. That'll be the Spanish, the America going to war, defeating the Spanish or Spain. Okay. Then Great Britain defeating, that's your Revolutionary War, so to speak, and then the French, American French war, okay, to obtain what? That be declared that whore that set upon the beast. You see that we read about in Revelation the 17th chapter, America through conquering, just as the Roman Empire did before it became the independent republic, before it became an empire, okay, it had to take down its, which became its allies. First they conquered them, then they became allies. Same thing with today. Okay, America started off as an independent republic, and then through the wars, conquering, then that's where you get the formation of NATO and the EU. Go ahead.
There came up among them an other little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool.
Right, that's going into the Most High, right? And this is the time in the prophecy that this place is gonna, when in this account, this place is going down. This kingdom is going down, and not only this kingdom, but all kingdoms that stand on the face of the planet Earth, the smaller kingdoms that are in league with the beast. Go ahead. And we might jump, because I think at the end of this chapter, where will you at? Verse 9, but then when you get down to the end of the chapter, It goes into where'd it go into 10 toes at? That's in
verse 20.
Okay.
10 horns.
Okay. So jump, yeah, let's jump. Cause that's all good. Let's jump down to the what's the 20th verse say?
And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before
Okay,
whom,
go to where you start breaking the vision down. Well, we'll read it all the way through. Let's go. Just go back to where you started at. Or lift off from, I'm sorry.
Daniel chapter 7, and I'll start at verse 19. Then I will know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceedingly dreadful.
So this is the breaking down of what was explained in the beginning of the chapter. But now it's going into the fourth beast. Breaking down this fourth beast. Go ahead, brother.
Whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devoured, break in pieces and stamp the residue with his feet. And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell. Even of that horn that had eyes, and a mouth that spake great things, very great things, whose look was made stout than his fellows, was made more stout.
Right, and that's talking about Esau, the so-called white man in the form of America.
Right.
Okay? The big bad wolf on the in the planet Earth, huffing and puffing on the nations. You know, and even he did that to his allies. Before they became allies, he kicked they America war against them.
I remember when when Donald T was a president. You know, he used to bully a lot of the EU nations. You know, go back and forth with them. You know, telling you being weak. You know, commanding them. You know, bossing them around and shit. You know, that going to America's pride. You know, being stout. You know.
Right, and then we're at the point now. Something is going to happen, and they already disgruntled. I'm talking about NATO and the EU, and a lot of the EU member nations are part of the NATO. They so it's really they all make up the beast. You got NATO countries that's part of the EU. You got EU, the same EU countries that's a part of NATO. Okay, some of them.
A lot of the EU nations are getting pissed off, you know, because America, you know, chose sides with the Russia and Ukraine situation, you know, and now Russia's cutting off a lot of those EU nations from getting their resources, man. You know, Putin plan on cutting off, you know, Germany from receiving, you know, their oil and gas, you know, from receiving their wheat and their grain and their harvest, you know. So these nations gonna be suffering, you know, from the actions of America, man, from doing them sanctions towards Russia, you know. They're actually worse off from doing them sanctions against Russia, man. And Russia is going to come up, you know, especially if they raise the price of their oil and gas, man. That's how they can counteract those sanctions.
What the earth is seeing is that
God need me to say something about
America is the problem
I got
to the world's problem.
It ride a train all the way down here on the north side to get on the train just to save gas. It don't make no sense. I got a vehicle. I had to park a north line and drive all the way down here on the train, pay $1.50 just because gas too damn high.
Yeah, well, things gonna get worse in this country. So
and food it went up. I got 7 kids, and I have 2 grandkids. They give me $600 and some worth of food stamps. That's not gonna last me and my family for a month.
I understand that's what this whole country is going through at this point.
Yeah, so y'all need to write my number down, speaker. I speak for them. That's why I gotta work 2 and 3 jobs.
That's all. I mean, yeah. If you want to listen, you can listen. But yeah, we out here teaching the scriptures. So
okay.
All right.
Make sure y'all put that in there. Woman of God.
Yeah, well, things are gonna get worse in this country. You know. This is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just the beginning. Okay, y'all ain't seen nothing yet, but yeah, people are feeling it. You know, I let the lady talk. You know, people are feeling the heat, the pressure from a failing economy, and it's not just this economy here in America; it's worldwide. The world economic or world economy is suffering.
Right.
But now, what people been going through in these so-called third world countries is coming right here to America. You know? Go ahead.
So Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. You know, going into it, you know, the Judite woman is upset of what's coming to the planet Earth. You know, and this devil is putting a clinch on all you people, man. You know?
Right.
And hey, it's ultimately the Most High putting the clinch on all you people, man. All right, for your damn wickedness, man. There's a lot of suffering about to come to the Jakes, man. You can go back to the Native Americans, man. Okay? You could do all your grunting and complaining, but are you repenting to the Most High power? No, you're not. You know, you're continuing in your damn wickedness, man. Okay? So you're going to ultimately receive destruction.
Well, they believe in this place.
Right.
You know, they all believe in America.
Right.
They believe that somehow, some way, the government's got to come to their aid.
Right.
You know, let's bring that out in the Obadiah.
This is Obadiah 1 and 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Right, so what's the book of Obadiah going into? It's going into Edom. Mainly the judgment that's going to come upon Edom. Okay? To the point of his extinction in the planet Earth. Obadiah the 18th verse. Now read that again.
This is Obadiah 1 and 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Right, go
and
ahead.
prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Right, and it even expressed this same sentiment in the book of Revelation, the 17th chapter. So members of the EU, all right, are gonna turn against America because they're realizing the decisions and this devalued currency that's saturating the planet Earth. Has destroyed the economic force. Everybody realizing that all fingers point to where's the problem at? America is the problem to the world. And who's over this place? Who pushes the wine or the agenda that comes out of this place? The elites. It's not average six-pack Joe walking up the street. You know, it's the elites that the international bankers that ultimately run the world. You know, going back to that saying, a quote that Maya M. made. I care not who makes the laws. Give me control of a nation's money. I care not who makes the laws. Something to that effect. Because whoever controls the flow of money, currency, is the ones that are in power, truly in power. So whoever controls the banking systems, and what's the banking system that, or the banking motto that's being practiced across the globe? Central banking, or having a central bank set up, all right, that's backed by nothing, that's not backed by no gold or silver, and they deal with fractional reserve banking. Okay? Which eventually, what is that fractional reserve banking, and what is that going to do? It's going to send the world into, or sent the world into debt, massive debt. And you got to look into that. If you don't know about it, you got to look into fractional reserve banking. All right? So let's go back to Daniel.
So Daniel chapter 7 and verse 20. And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes, and a mouth that spake very great things, whose lip was more stout than his fellows.
Right, because if we go to Revelation the 13th chapter, it talks about the beast that was wounded but not to death. So the beast came back to life, really going back during the Renaissance period, all right, and up until the point of what we know or we see today is NATO and the EU, and America's up in there. America's a part of NATO. Okay. Okay, so they had the same empire structure, same players involved with the ancient Roman Empire. The names are a little different, but the same. You had your ancient version of the NATO and the EU. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 21, I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them.
Right, going in that same horn that's going into that little horn, okay, that took down the three horns. It's talking about America. Okay, and yeah, warred against the saints. Who are the saints? Let's get that. Psalm 148. Hey, and guess what? During the time of the Roman Empire, warred against the saints. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
This is Psalms 148:14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye Yahweh.
Right. So the saints are us, the Israelites. You know? And this man has been, the curses say that we were going to be basically trodden down to the point of consumption. And that's where we at today. So this man warred against us, the Israelites, and brought us to our lower state. And that was the judgment from the Most High. He used Esau, the so-called white man, as a whipping stick to punish us for breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. You know? And we was going to receive the brunt of them curses here in our last captivity. Our final and last captivity. Which is the end, is the going into the end of this man's society. You got it, right?
Verse 22, until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom.
Right, so we right around the corner from the kingdom coming. All right? We're right around the corner from righteousness being established upon the face of this planet. But first there's a few where there's really a couple of major prophecies that must come to pass. The time of Jacob's trouble has to come. The MOTB must be made mandatory and pushed on the people to the point of eventually it's going to come, you take the chip or die, you know? And then there's the Third World War. Third World War, man. And then the kingdom will be set up. You got a precept? What was you looking for? What is that? Revelation, that's in Revelation 20. Starting at like 1. You want to bring, yeah, if you want to go into it, go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 20 and verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither have received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Mashiach for 1,000 years.
Right, that's talking about in the times we living in now. Not when the Apostle Paul and, the Apostle Paul, the Apostle Peter, John, James, and so forth was on the scene. Okay? That's talking about now because the mark, the MOTB wasn't on the scene back then. Okay, matter of fact, it wasn't until John, the Apostle John got on the island of Patmos and wrote down the vision that came about. Not actually came about, but the knowledge of it anyway. Which it was what the beast was, what the MOTB wasn't known at that point in time. Now we're breaking it down in these times. Okay? And they say that there's going to be certain men that are going to be beheaded for not taking that MOTB. And that's the time we living in. Now I'll say this too, but for the most part, the majority of the elect are gonna be all right, and all the elect is gonna be all right, even the ones that die in this thing. Whether you get your head cut off or whatever the hell happens, if you're the elect, you good. You know. I want to, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Daniel 2. I'm in Daniel 7, but the image, and they get down to the feet with miry clay, that's in Daniel 2. You know, I got them mixed up. But let's see, read a little more. Let's see what it says.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse 23, thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces.
So you see as you read this prophecy, it's jumping time periods. Because the verses above was talking about the saints taking the kingdom. And talk about the ancient of days, right? The Heavenly Father, Yahweh, right? So in the scriptures, depending on where you're reading at, like in Revelation the 20th chapter, it jumps time periods. It don't go in chronological time necessarily all the time in the scriptures. The scriptures will be talking about one period of time, then it'll jump to another period of time. All right, you got it out.
In verse 24, and the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings.
Right, and I was explaining that earlier, you know. You know what I want to go ahead and read on?
And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
Right, this has been done. This is a prophecy fulfilled. This that was written has been fulfilled. This man has spoken great words against the Most High Yahweh, his son, and the Israelites. Go ahead.
And shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times, and the dividing of time.
Right, that's going into 350 years of time and times, which is 2. And then dividing the times. So it's you got 100, that's the time is 100, then you got times, that's 200. Add that together, that's 300. Then the dividing the times is a half of 100, which is 350 years. Really going into the point where we were gonna get this knowledge and start waking up to the fact of who we are and the gospel being pushed. And that happened with a man by the name of Albert Bivens. Okay? Go ahead.
But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is everlasting, is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him.
That's it. And that's what we're waiting on. Somebody, let's get 2 Peter 3. Get to the point about a new heaven and a new earth. That verse 13, 14.
All right, this is 2 Peter 3 and 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless.
Right, and then I just wanted that one verse. So yeah, we're looking for that kingdom, that everlasting kingdom of righteousness. All right, and the new heaven is talking about new rulership. That's what we're reading about in Daniel 7. The saints, all right, taking the kingdom. That's in the 18th verse. That's when righteousness is going to flood this earth. And what's righteousness? Because you got our people that throw the word righteous. You got so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that throw that word around like they're righteous and like they know what the word means. And we don't give a damn about the other nation. They can say and do whatever they want. Their destiny is servitude. And their destiny is coming up under righteousness. All right? And so you ask a so-called Christian, what is righteousness? And they'll give you every answer but the right one. Righteousness is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. All right? And keeping them, for us, the Israelites, keeping them perfect. We're going to be absolutely righteous. The other nations are going to be rehearsing the righteous acts. Because they're going to be able to go off, we're not. Meaning they're going to be able to break laws, statutes, and commandments. We're going to walk in the laws perfect. And that's what this earth needs. That's why the whole earth is jacked up right now, bro. It's because unrighteousness is saturated the planet Earth, especially right here in Babylon the Great. This is the worst place on the planet, man. Hey, let's get St. Luke 17 and go to the, I believe it's around the maybe 18th verse. We'll talk about it in the days of Noah. Whatever the verse is, I can't think of it.
This is 26.
26, okay, so like.
This is Luke 17 and 26. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. Right.
Now, if some brother can find it, I believe it's in Peter, it called Noah a preacher of righteousness. I like to get that. It's in Hebrews 11. Hebrews 11, okay, let's get that. Yeah, that's all right. Just stay where you was at, that brother. If you got it, we'll bring it out.
It's in Hebrews 11 and 7. By faith, Noah, being warned of the Most High of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he could live the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith.
The other one I'm thinking about is
2 Peter 2 and 5.
2 Peter, yeah. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, bring that up. Yeah.
2 Peter 2 and 5, it reads, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person.
See, that's what we're reading about in Luke 17. You know? Go ahead, I start up from the top.
2 Peter 2 and 5, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah.
What was the old world? The world, the planet Earth before the flood. Okay, before the flood. And before the flood, that's when it was called a Pangea. The land masses was all connected. And now you have the dividing these continents. You call them 7 continents came through that flood. You got it, huh?
Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness.
See, a preacher, so we find out, see, you got to read you got to get to the New Testament towards the end of it, by the way, to find out that Noah was a preacher. Mean what? He was a prophet. So Noah wasn't just building the ark. He was warning the people. He was saying what was going to happen before it came to pass. Okay? He told them that, look, water is going to come from the heavens. And the people looked at him and thought he was a goddamn fool. Because before the earth ever seen that, only the way that vegetation and crop and all of that grass got water was from a dew. You know, a mist, basically. You know? All right, go ahead.
A preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
Right, a preacher of righteousness. You see that? And that's what the prophets, ultimately, that's what their job is to what? We're preaching about righteousness coming to this planet Earth. That's what we're waiting on, man. We're waiting on righteousness for Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh's kingdom to be set up, so that the earth can rejoice, so that the earth can be beautified again, you know, so that the minds of the people can be cleaned up, and the action, more so the action, the actions, the behavior. It's a defiled, abominable behaviors that take place every day as we speaking right now. See? Was that it on that? I just wanted that one verse. Now let's go back to Luke.
This is Luke 17:26. And it is, and as it was in the days of Noah, so
in the days of Noah, what was going on? He was preaching, telling them, just said it, dog. He was preaching. He was building and preaching. Same thing we're doing. We're building and preaching. You know? Go ahead, brother.
So shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Right. So while Noah was preaching, all right, that destruction was coming, he was preaching. That's what the message was, that destruction was coming. Same thing we're preaching, that destruction is coming to this place. And while we out here, I think I mention that he was preaching of the kingdom, but he was preaching of the destruction, Salaki, if I said it that way. He was preaching of that rain that was going to come and destroy the earth. And the people took it for a joke. And they carried on about the normal way of life. Eating and drinking. That's what life consists of. Eating, drinking, marrying, giving in to marriage. Go ahead,
And the flood came and destroyed them all. Likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did
go
eat.
back and read that verse again about the eating and drinking.
This is Luke 17:27. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Right. So, same thing in this time. The exact same thing is going to happen in this time. The prophets are preaching that destruction is coming before the kingdom is set up. All right? Great misery is coming upon this earth, and people feeling it. Before you came up, a lady walked by, and she was just complaining about she had gas prices too high, groceries too high, and she got 7 children. And the food stamps, she getting $600 and some in food stamps.
Oh, that's gone.
And that ain't enough.
Yeah, that's gone quick.
Well, at one point in time, $600 you could shop for the month, and sell and make some money off of that stuff.
Side, right?
You know?
Right. Right.
So things are going to continue to get worse in this place, man. America will not bounce back.
No, sir.
America will not be great again.
No, sir.
And America never was great for us Israelites any goddamn way.
Right.
America was only great for this scum, the so-called white man. As far as us, the Israelites, we've been catching pure hell ever since we've been over here.
Right.
You stupid ass niggas that make it in the entertainment world, at the professional athletic world, y'all more of us damn slave than an average person. And y'all get y'all sell y'all damn soul. A lot of you. You know? Your wife is still a whore. This is all true. You get your wife and she's sleeping around on you. You know? You would think with that much power and money that couldn't happen to a man. Well, when unrighteousness is pushed forth, then of course it's gonna happen. Because if women knew that they would die if they went and slept with another man, with the adultery rate would be real low.
Right. You wouldn't even see a bitch outside the home, bro. Right. This would be inside the goddamn house where it belongs, man.
And the same thing for a man. If a man knew he'd get his ass put to death for sleeping with another man's woman,
Right.
it'll kill that.
Right.
Yeah.
This is Luke 17:27. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Right, same thing going on today. Look at the people. People out here catching hell. You got, but to maintain the, or like they got the saying, keep up with the Joneses, or just maintain this image or this so-called lifestyle, which is low-level living. Well, it ain't living, it's really death. What people believe to be life is death. The food they eat brings you to death. The air you breathe, the water you drink, the music you listen to, you name it. So life is really death in this place. But the people are going on, they love to have it so, and they're trying to hang on to what little they got. But you were thinking in this city that the streets would be full of people all throughout the sidewalks, buying and selling and eating. Well, it's only minimal, that's only going on a minute level, say it like that.
Right. It's Saturday. It's Houston. Fourth largest city, you know what I'm saying? Shit, this place is destitute. And it's fucking stinking, man. This place is going down, man. Down the fucking drain, man. This is downtown Houston. We're not in Buckville, North Carolina, man. This fucking Houston, Texas. Downtown. Look at this place, man. Destitute, void, man.
Yeah, they got
the
a
Astros game. It's dead.
They got a big this is a gymnasium, and it's called Lifetime.
Dead time.
And there's nobody in there.
Right.
Even when we see people over there, it ain't that many people in there.
Right.
You would think they put all this. I know it took a lot of money to put that up, get it set up, and that motherfucker is empty all the time.
Right. Basically.
Before you know it, it'll be shut down.
Right. Right.
All right, go ahead out.
This is Luke 17:27. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage.
So when you live in this way, you don't think no destruction is gonna come upon you. If you're just walking around willy-nilly, eating and drinking, getting ready, you got stupid people that are still, really it's you stupid men. The woman wants to marry, and you dumbass men are fucking bowing on one knee, still getting married, and all hell is about to break loose.
Right.
America is about to be done.
Right.
It really is done. We're just waiting for the last prophecies to be fulfilled, and that's it. This place is a wrap. When you get married, you thinking about a house and the new cars and all this type of shit. This is the type of mind. This is the mind frame of people. when you marriage means it's supposed to symbolize success, and you're supposed to grow from that. And this place is dying. America's dying, but you still getting married out here. And then you getting married when the divorce rates are at an all-time high. You gotta be these people are bugged out of their goddamn mind to get married one of these whores. And then to bow down, get on one knee and do it. That's a shameful display of a man, man. That's a disgusting sight. But that's the American way.
And hope she say yes.
Yeah, you got men getting turned down too. They get on one knee and say, you've been my life and blah, blah, blah. And I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for you. And then open up the case with the ring in it. And she's shaking her head. I don't want to marry you. Why? Because being a whore is popular. That's what's in right now. Being a nasty hoe. So females are not looking to get married so they can take all your shit. Yeah, they not getting married so they can, be a housewife, so they can be a dignified looking woman. No, they're getting married so that they're getting married to suckers so that they can get half of your shit. Security. Yeah, they're getting married for security. Anyway, go ahead.
This is Luke 17:27. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And the flood came and destroyed them all. Likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded.
You see? Hey, this devil is still building. You got simple ass so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they in that mindset still. Y'all ain't got the memo of building. I'm gonna start starting businesses or expanding what business you may have. Y'all didn't get the memo with the pandemic, with the PPP loans. It's a wrap. The whole trucking industry is shot.
Right.
It ain't a good time to be a trucker right now.
Resigning, quit.
Going on strike.
Yeah, gas prices too high, and they're not getting enough money for all them trips and them rates.
See, when this society just collapsed, which is being orchestrated by the elites, then this lifestyle y'all and mindset that the people is in is gonna come to a screeching halt. People are not gonna be buying and looking to buy and sell and build and eat and getting married and all these different things. It's gonna be survival of the fittest. People are gonna be looking for a piece of bread.
Right.
You
They're
know?
gonna be waiting for you to come out the store with whatever you can get, so they can relieve you of that.
Right. They're gonna be watching it's gonna get to the point where people is gonna be going up in houses. No matter the repercussions, I need to eat.
That's in the book. That's in the apocrypha.
Yeah, we're gonna get that. Let's get a second entry.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, see, over there inside of Sri Lanka right now, they're going through the worst economic crisis since 1948, man. Inflation rate is at like 45-50% there. In America, it's 17%. And y'all crying over 17%, man. Wait till you get to 45-50%. And gas is $10-15 a gallon, man. Over there in Sri Lanka, they're taking alternate days to eat meals because of their kids, man. Like they're taking days off from eating so that they can be able to preserve food for their children, man. It's real over there. So when that energy comes to America and that mindset as to what it's going into, your whole life is going to change, man.
And that show them heathens is on a higher level than you people over here, because at least they have the know-how to be like, okay, well, we're gonna eat one day, skip one day, the next, you people here gonna bug completely the fuck out. There's gonna be a battle royal out there, man.
Yeah.
For bread and water, man.
Because this is a gluttonous society.
Right.
Everybody's fucking fat and overweight.
Right.
And this is done intentionally. The elites wanted unhealthy, obese society, man. Minds all messed up, bugged out. People don't even have a basic logical way of thinking over here, man.
Right.
You know, in other countries, you know, you better off in another part of living in another part of the earth. But for us, this is where we're supposed to be at.
Right. And in
You
the
know?
European countries, when they discuss Americans, they put the word weak, or they use a similar word, man. You puny Americans, you weak Americans, you stupid Americans. And that's how they look at you, man.
Right.
You just cattle, man, ready for the taking, like the brother was talking about.
Yeah, this American people lived a life of feeling entitled.
Right.
That if all else fails, the government is gonna come through and take care of us. Well, why is America leading in homelessness in the world?
Right.
You go to the major cities, LA, New York, Chicago, San Francisco, Houston,
Right.
and all over the country. Homeless people every goddamn way. Yeah.
We got 10 cities everywhere.
That's a sign this place is doing bad, man. The rate of homelessness in this country is at an all-time high. You got more and more people becoming homeless as we speak.
Yeah, brother. Hey, but the topic of discussion is this: abortion rights. You know, alphabet community. That's the, you know, the topic of discussion in the morning on Good Morning America and CNN. They're discussing that issue as if that really matters.
Right.
When people actually struggling around a so-called America losing jobs by the millions. Right. The brother mentioned the pandemic, how plenty of small businesses got just put out of business, man. And most of them never bounce back. People are really struggling out here, and all y'all can talk about is abortion rights, women's lib, you know what I'm saying? What is it? My pussy, my choice. Just madness.
Because what does that ultimately push? It really pushes the height of destruction. If you want to tear down a nation and stop reproduction and cause chaos and keep people out here in a
Stupid.
not only in a stupor, but just horny, confused, and the guy horny all the time. This is a freaky,
Right.
like they
Right.
this is a highly sexualized
Right.
kingdom.
Sex
Right.
free.
You know, that's why they invading the school system with sex education on children.
Right. Teach them.
Not basic concept of intercourse. They
Right.
teaching about oral and anal.
Right. We did.
For what? Because this is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, man.
Right.
Or Sodom. Say that. It's Sodom is spiritually Egypt too. This place is spiritually Sodom, man. Land of where people love to indulge in sodomy. It's a goddamn shame. And what verses were we on? All right, finish that about life.
This is Luke 17:29. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven.
See, people were carrying on during the time of Lot. This is after the flood. And going about their wicked way. Oh, you mentioned this LGBTQ garbage, right? Well, that was going on back in ancient Sodom, Gomorrah, and the 3 neighboring cities. You see? And that's why that place was destroyed. For its wicked, filthy, sexual deviance that was going on. That's why the Most High rained down fire. So what's the judgment for this place?
Right.
It's worse than ancient Sodom and Gomorrah. It's beating it out. It took the title, man. Get that, Second Peter. Get the one that's Jews, where it says Sodom was before ensample. Yeah, get that.
This This is Jude chapter 1 and verse 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh.
See? So adultery was running around, everything. Adultery was running rampant. Bestiality. Sodomite acts was taking place. This is where we at. Well, women want to get not even women, you know? Right. Men want to go in women want men to go in they anus. Anal, whatever that is, you know? And if you're not doing it, something wrong with you. That's how the people looking at it. Because
bitch are checking by 3 whole actions, bro. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't discussed in my thing coming up, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't even a girl. You know what I'm saying? If niggas discussed you stick fucking bitch ass, you probably niggas start a fight with you, man. Nah, it's
common talk.
Yeah,
it's common behavior. You know?
Fucking a bitch on the period in it, shit, that wouldn't even
abominations, all right, has been normalized.
Right.
Eating all this garbage, man. You eating shrimp and crawfish and all this pork is a delicacy. And it's so normal. If you're not doing this, eating this, then something is wrong with you. You got our so-called women. That a lot of them, they won't even shit. You tell them you don't eat no crawfish, it's over.
Right. It's a wrap.
You lame.
Right.
Yeah. You gotta smoke and eat crawfish.
Right. You smoke, cook, and eat crawfish.
Hey, finish that out.
This is Luke 17 and 29. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. In that day, he which shall be upon the housetop.
Well, that's good. That you stop right there. So when Yahweh come, okay, he's coming for 2 major reasons. He's coming to destroy and to deliver. To deliver the elect of the nation of Israel from, the 4 corners of the earth, and to destroy the wicked. And how is he going to ultimately destroy it? How is it going to all play out? Through fire. Thermonuclear fire. Matter of fact, when Yahweh come, it's going to be in the midst of a 3rd world war.
Right. He's
going to come in the midst of that. Right. The world is devastated. War is taking place. People are walking around with chips in them. And to take this wicked place out, because once America, you cut the head off the snake, then the rest of the body will die. Okay? So once America is taken out, this is the heartbeat of this man's power structure. So he saw your NWO plans is done. And you got plans, you got a lot of people that's in the know scared to death. Man, you ain't shit, man. The Most High is in control. I think that was it. Yeah, thermonuclear warheads is going to destroy this place.
Right.
That's how America's going to go out and fire. They won't tell you this in the church, so-called church. They just say that you just think the earth is going to end in fire. They don't tell you how, nothing. So you wandering around with a question mark in your head. But ain't nobody thinking about that anyway. We all came up in that madness. We weren't thinking about no end of the world. Our mind was caught up right in this place. Right in Babylon the Great. Out here in this rat race, just all over the place, bugged out.
Right. 2 Peter 2 and 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemning them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly, man. So he left that as an example. He destroyed the fucking city. Sodom and Gomorrah was a flourishing fucking city, man. All right? And he reduced it to ashes instantly, man. Go look on YouTube. It's others now, but the a good one is Ron White. Goes to Sodom and Gomorrah, man. All right? He actually got up in there and took pictures and did some digging And he took some pictures of a wall that had some funny patterns on it. And he took it to a thermophysicist. And the thermophysicist said that those patterns on that wall only come from a certain temperature and heat, not no wood and fire and paper heat.
Heat
Okay?
waves.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said it wasn't nuclear heat, but he said it was pretty damn close. Okay? So that should tell you, man. And he was digging out sulfur. He took a knife and he was digging out sulfur out of the fucking ashes, bro. And the shit still set fucking fire, bro.
Right, yeah. Hey,
Not with no priming. Put the fire to that bitch.
Right.
And it lit up, man.
hey, it burnt purple. Now blue, they like Esau say, you know what I'm saying, the blue fire, that's a higher flame. No, that motherfucker burn purple, bro. That means that it's up a notch.
Yeah.
So that means that destruction was
Woo!
it was live.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
devastating.
Something they ain't never fucking seen, you couldn't imagine.
Right.
Grass don't grow there no more. Like
Nothing,
Like
right.
There's no water there. There's
Right.
no trees.
Right.
Nothing grows there, man. Because of the judgment of the Lord.
Yeah.
Making them an example
Right.
unto those that after should live on God.
Right. And you would think that, Esau would say, well, you know what? I don't want to end up like
I don't want no part of that.
Because Esau, they at least know. They know this shit really happened. You know? And you would think they would say, you know what? We better not follow the footsteps of Sodom and Gomorrah, or great judgment to come upon us.
Right.
But you know what? Even if Esau had in his mind to think that way, he can't.
help it. Yeah, he can't do right.
He can't.
Yeah, he can't.
The Most High programmed this bastard to be the devil,
Right.
to be wicked,
Hey.
to bring death,
Right.
destruction, and
Right.
mayhem on the planet Earth,
Right.
man. That's his job. It ain't no one good Edomite in the earth, man. So that's the judgment for this place, and we can't wait.
Right.
And we sick of looking at, this wicked ass kingdom. We're sick of looking at women and running around half naked with the power. Yeah, they got the power, man. That women control access to sex. Ain't that something? They say no, you can't have it. They say yes, you can have some.
That time.
They get the children, automatically the children, if the man and woman don't work for whatever reason, and the reason is really that you nasty assholes. That's the reason. The women is leaving the men. That's what's going on. Women leaving men and then taking the children with them. And then exposing the children to this LGBTQ energy.
Right.
They don't give a fuck, man. They letting their children smoke weed and drink alcohol and will do whatever. Mothers is going out with their daughters as if they friends.
Right.
Making TikToks.
Yeah, making twerk videos together.
But they got G-string and thong underwear for little girls that ain't even in their fucking teens and shit.
Right.
Who the fuck you think is making this stuff, man?
Right.
We don't own no companies and no factories to do it, man. That's these filthy ass crackers, man. Putting that abominations out there, man. Go ahead, bro.
See, they want to get that sex education for these young children, so they can introduce them to sexual deviance.
Right.
So they can introduce them, let them know that anal sex is okay.
Right.
They can let oral sex, man on man is okay.
Right. So you go to Oklahoma and Arkansas, you crackers married, they fucking living with their animals, they sponsors and shit, man. Right. Zoophilia, man. Okay? Man, look at me, y'all underestimate these devil, man. This devil is filthy, man. Abominable, man.
Sick mind.
Right.
Beyond sick. This man is a psychopath.
Yeah, they got something now called a baby lover pamper community, where
Get a-
grown
have a group
men and women
it's so
meet up,
different than
dressed like infants. They so pacified, they have no pampers, they they defecate on themselves and behave like a baby. It's an actual community, but it's called a baby lover pamper community. Grown ass, we're like, bro, look at this, bro. And that's normal here in America. Like silly things are normal like that, but this is a circus.
Oh, let's get that folly and
So they really think while you sitting there, while you go to get that, in the hood, when that fucking drink was popular, what niggas have it in, bro? Baby food jars, baby bottles. When that gang banging shit was popular in California, the crip niggas, certain sets would walk around with cotton files.
Right, they shut it down, that movie,
right. And Barrett's in the
Boys
head,
in the
bro.
Hood.
Boys in the Hood.
And it was real, bro. All that shit comes from me salt, bro. You niggas don't even have no idea, bro. Faggot shit.
Ecclesiastes 10 and 7.
This is Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
The next verse, sir.
He that diggeth a pit shall fall into
Verse
it.
6.
Check verse 5.
Verse 6.
This is Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in
That's insane. What does sane mean is you have a sound mind.
Right.
Insane meaning you're not sound in the mind. Your mind is all bugged the hell out.
Right.
Your mind is in a state of great confusion. That's what insanity is. This is where we live. We live in a society where insanity is fucking normal, man. Yeah. Insanity is the way to go. Yeah. Read that again, out.
This is Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. Folly is set in great dignity.
See, this place extols foolishness, wickedness to the heavens.
Right.
They got these stupid ass challenges all the goddamn time.
Right.
Great challenge, and this challenge, and that challenge. The water challenge, all these stupid ass challenges. You know?
You don't think you start doing that shit, you fucking stupid ass niggas doing that shit.
And you know what else is foolishness, in my opinion, is a concert. A nigga running around, jumping around on the stage, and you got hundreds, if not thousands of people idolizing this punks up there. Running around, and then they get the crowd to go along with them. They make the crowd clap.
Right.
You know, they make the crowd scream. Let me hear everybody scream.
Right.
Stupid, man. You running around on the fucking stage, ain't it? Just a regular ass person and put on some so-called name brand shit and some chains on, and you running up and back and forth across the goddamn stage, entertaining people. Looking like a goddamn clown.
Right.
Hey, shit, Travis Scott sacrificed you niggas. And y'all don't think nothing of it. Y'all gonna be going right back to this nigga concerts, man. This nigga straight up got you niggas put to death.
And all that really is pushing the energy of idol worship.
Right.
People going there like when Michael Jackson's in his prime, people thought that they touched him.
Right.
Something great was gonna happen.
Right.
People was passing out, crying.
And women.
Men was crying and passing out behind Michael Jackson.
Abomination.
Because he was a demigod on this
Woo!
planet.
He was. He was, bro. He was, bro. He was, bro. It was a demigod, bro. Straight up.
People thought if I can only touch his coat,
Right.
like he was the Lord or something.
Right, yeah. For real.
Touch his glove.
For real, bro. For real. Talking about sold out stadiums.
Around the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Passing the fuck out. Wigging out.
But how did he get to be so great? If you think about it, I mean, Michael Jackson was a great dancer, but he wasn't no hell of a, he was a great entertainer. But it wasn't just him being a great entertainer, it was that goddamn witchcraft.
Right.
Esau know how to make a superstar, man. Esau know how to make a superstar. You know, all the little witch tricks, witchcraft,
Right.
to you know the way of witchcraft to make a superstar.
Right.
He took the credit and demonized his father.
Anytime you can make a Gucci Mane
And there you go. Thank
and
you.
these little silly
Thank you,
ass
bro.
rappers,
And any brother up here think Gucci Man is talented, hey brother, get that out your mind, bro. And
all
that
these
fucking
dudes, bro,
nigga, man.
Lil Boosie and all
Right,
these dudes,
exactly,
bro,
man.
go-
Trash, bro.
But
Trash.
they renowned individuals on earth, bro. You got tattoos all over your face.
Woo!
How you got millions of dollars in you know?
Exactly.
How did this happen?
Exactly.
Esau. These niggas ain't great. Esau make these little stupid. Esau like to make vile, decrepit shit. Yeah, he uplifts that.
Bro, you can show you.
All right, let's get into the scriptures. That was it on that.
It's a little more. It says, "In the rich sit in low place."
Right. So while foolishness is set in great dignity, people are cherishing foolishness in the planet. The riches is knowledge.
Right.
Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures is not regarded. The Bible itself is looked at as frowned upon. Most people don't care for this book at all. They despise and look down upon this book. Because when they think of Bible, there's a lot of things they think of. Some niggas think, oh, this is the white man's book.
Right.
You know, ain't no truth in there. They use this book to manipulate us. Then you got others believe, oh, Bible, they think of discipline. You goddamn right.
Right.
And that's what our people do not want.
Right.
They don't want discipline at all. They want utter chaos at all times. Confusion, drama, partying, anything outside of righteousness.
Christianity is attached to that book, and everybody they say that shit don't work.
Oh yeah, man. Well, they don't. Yeah, Christianity is attached. They use this as a cloak. Nobody gets into this book. They ain't getting into this book. You got a few good Samaritans. You got a few so-called Christians that so-called get into this, and they don't understand what the hell what this book is about. Let's jump to the second entrance, 15.
Second Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Right. So our job is to come out here and to say what's going to happen before it happens. And that's what we've been doing. You know, starting with our apostles and elders and all the men you see around the world pushing this truth. Because really, let the truth be told, the only group that's really pushing prophecy, and prophecy is at the forefront of the message, is Great Millstone. And if there's any other group out there that's really pushing and focusing in on prophecy, I don't know that group. So if it is, you know, that can be clarified.
Go ahead. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be
Right. So this ain't our word.
Right.
We're not out here just saying how we feel. So I believe that lady that walked by earlier, she just thought we just out here mad and
Right.
assembled.
The
And
majority of the people think the same.
She says she'll be the voice. She'll speak. She'll speak out for the subjects.
yeah, go ahead. Go back into that verse.
Second Ezra 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Right. That's the main thing right now. Prophecy. That's why the main thing is what? The prophecy of the destruction of this place. The downfall of this wicked empire, man. Because what does that mean? That means the kingdom comes.
Right.
That means the kingdom is going to be set up.
Right.
Which is fictitious to our people, man. They don't believe in no kingdom, man. As much of a kingdom they believe in is getting rich in Esau's society. You got it, bro.
And just real quick, hey man. And the thing is, like, you people, we know you people don't see, man. And this is not we're not preaching out here to come on, people, get a grab the people, man. We just tell you what thus said the Most High Power, man. The elect gonna hear this song, man. But we as being the hopefully elect not out of pride, but I'm gonna say this: if we not, who and where are they, bro? Okay, but being the hopefully elect, we see these prophecies taking place, man. That's written therein, man. There's signs. Oh, we near the end, man. We see our curses that were put upon us fall upon our enemies, man. That's signs of the end. We see this one the brother was saying earlier about the woman being put on the pedestal, man. That's signs of the end, man. Folly held in great fucking dignity, bro.
They say there should be a new thing in her.
Right.
A woman should compass a man.
Right? That's signs that this bitch is to the end of the brother. Say, look, you got to get on a black woman real quick. Bro, you can take a bitch to McDonald's or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't taking a bitch to Popeye. Sonic gonna get that chicken fried steak meal right. And I got the apple for the drink. Take the bitch to the Sonic. She get nice on whatever she get nice on. Knock the bitch off. Okay? In the morning, this bitch can get up and be like, oh, I didn't want to do that. I changed my mind. You in fucking trouble, man. And you gonna go through hell with this cracker, man. That's the days and times that we in, man. Okay? We see great pestilence all over the face. Monkeypox, bro, in a minute you're gonna wish it was just a fucking monkeypox, man. Okay? You're gonna have shit, motherfuckers be walking around here bleeding out their ass, out of their nose and eyes, man. You think it's a fucking joke? Okay? So we know that this end is coming to a near, and we rejoice that, man, and we praise Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah. You rest of you niggas, man, continue to live in your folly, man. You ain't gonna be in for a big fucking huge surprise, man. Okay? You got it, brother.
Yeah, and see, the reason that Jake can't discern the time is because the Heavenly Father didn't impart wisdom unto them.
Right.
You need wisdom to discern the times, man. And the scripture back this up, brother. Read what you got inside the wisdom of Solomon.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 8:8. If a man desires such experience, she knoweth things of old and conjecture aright. Conjure?
Yeah. Go ahead. Conjuring. Yeah, go ahead.
Aright what is to come. She knoweth the subtleties
right.
of speeches,
Right.
and can expound dark sentences.
Right.
She foreseeth signs and wonders.
Right. It says wisdom. Right. The she talking about wisdom. It says she foreseeth times and wonders. Meaning what? Wisdom give you the insight about the times, man. Because we know according to the scripture that the Most High God deals in different time periods and measurements, man. He has a prophecy set for particular times. Go ahead, brother.
She foreseeth signs and wonders,
Right.
and the events of seasons and times.
Right, and events of seasons and times. So, without wisdom, you won't be able to discern the events, the wonder, the seasons, and the times, man. This is why Jake is so lost in the world, in darkness, okay? And the Most High God gave that spirit unto Jake to be lost, just to fulfill prophecy, man. Because this is only for the elect, as the brother was saying earlier, man. Only the ones who have the light will be able to see and know what's going on, man. And we can't see without, we can't see what's going on, okay, without the light of Yahweh Yahweh Shah. It tells you inside the song that in thy light shall we see light. Okay,
Right.
brother, hey, look, okay, get that real fast. It's Psalm 36 and I believe 9. Yeah, I believe 36 and 9. Psalm chapter 36, verse 9. You got to preach something? Go ahead, brother.
This is Proverbs 22 and 3.
Right.
A prudent man foreseeth the evil
Right.
and hideth himself.
Right, a prudent man, right, a wise man, a man of understanding. He foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. Now, we ain't hiding ourselves inside of a bunker, you know, or in the forest somewhere. We're hiding in these scriptures, man, through faith. That's what we're doing. Now you got, you know, people who are so-called preppers, right? These doomsday preppers, end-time preppers. They're preparing, for a nuclear holocaust, and then, you know what I'm saying, to come out the bunkers. That ain't gonna happen, man.
Right.
We're preparing in hopes of salvation by the Lord Yahweh Shah. I mean, what else you gonna believe in?
Right.
There's nothing else, man.
Right. There's nothing else.
Nothing else. But look, Esau keeps talking about his fourth industrial revolution, man. All right, Mr. Klaus Schwab.
Right.
He always talk about that, man. The fourth industrial revolution. A damn low-life Edomite, man, with an egg head.
Right.
He always talking shit, man. But this devil, all right, he's so confident in his, so-called, New World Order, man, that he just boasts about it, okay? But you're gonna fall, Esau. Your fourth industrial revolution will be the end of it. Okay, go ahead,
This is Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hiding himself.
Right.
But the simple pass on and are punished.
Right, but the simple pass on and are punished. Okay, who are the simple ones? 2/3. Okay? They're the simple ones, man, because they don't foresee the downfall of America, even though their pockets are hurting right now. Hurt. Jake Bannon can, live and survive. But they have so much hope inside of Esau Edom that he's gonna bounce back. Right. He's gonna take care of everything, okay, and give out, loans, right, stimulus checks to heal and comfort their sorrows, man. That's not going to happen.
Hey, that's done.
Right.
Hey, them two big stimuluses that came out, the 2.3 and 2 point whatever it was trillion.
Right.
That's it. There's no more money coming for you niggas. Go ahead.
Right. But see, that's Jake Hope, man. They always put their hope in that daddy Esau as if he's the most high God. But hey, look, Esau got some up his sleeve for you niggas, man.
Right.
Go ahead,
And they got niggas waiting, gritting their teeth, waiting for a second wave of PP loans.
That's
And
right.
they saying, fuck it, if they put it, I'm gonna get it this time.
Right.
They ain't doing it. If they do come with some type of PPP loan, you gonna have to. It ain't gonna be like last time.
Right.
Shit, you gonna have to have an actual business for real.
Look, man, the scriptures say you can put bomb on it, this bitch would not be fucking killed.
Right.
This bitch would fucking rap.
Right. Yeah, man, go ahead, Doc. What you got? Okay, you got it, brother.
Sirach 18:27. A wise man will fear in everything, and in the day of sinning he will be aware of offense. But a fool would not observe time.
Right, a fool will not observe time, man. All hell is breaking loose in the earth, man. Riots all over the earth, earthquakes, famines, plagues. Okay, you got the EU, they're complaining about energy now and gas because Russia about to cut ties with their ass, man. And now they're complaining, the winter is coming. Right, they're telling them to, so-called preserve their energy. Esau talking about rationing out energy and gas to the people, man. Because times are getting hard, man. Okay, you had the boss of the IMF came out and said, look, 2022 is rough, but 2023 gonna be even harder, man. Now, why would she come out and say that? Obviously, she knows what's going on, man. Look, she knows something is getting ready to be prepared, man. And that's for all the world to crumble, man. How is that Esau going to get all the world to take the MOTB? Something globally got to happen to everybody, man. They talking at the World Economic Forum talking about a new digital currency coming, okay, or that will be controlled by the blockchain system. What's that, bro? That's an MOTB, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Then you got the CBDC.
Right, you got the CBDC. Right, you got what is it called? The universal basic income.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit, they talking about the CBDC being rolled out next year.
Right.
The second quarter.
Yep.
Hey, that's wrong.
So we see Esau openly. All right, he's discussing his NWO, man, and we love to see that. Okay, we're not afraid, Esau, that you're coming with this stuff. We want it to come because when you make your move, the Heavenly Father make your moves, man.
Right, that's right.
And then salvation coming around the corner, so we want you to come on out with everything, man.
Right. It ain't like Esau gonna be making all his devastating moves.
Right.
And the Most High
Right, you just sit back, right.
Nah, it's gonna be divine intervention happening.
Right.
The Most High is gonna get involved in the main way.
Right. The scripture speaks about Esau setting a trap for his own self, man.
Right.
That fourth industrial revolution, Esau, will be your downfall, man. Thus said the Holy Bible. Okay? Now go ahead, Doc.
Psalms 36:9. For with thee is the fountain of life, in thy light shall we see light.
Right, the scriptures say, in thy light shall we see light, man. Meaning what? Oh, without this truth, you won't see the truth, man. Okay, the light. Okay? Understand what's going on. You need to have this light in you, brother. Okay, sister out there. Because without it, you're lost, man. And we see those individuals, all right, who don't have the light. Jake got tattoos on his forehead.
Woo!
Right, a black woman got tattoos on her face.
Right.
She's half naked.
Right.
Okay, BBLs.
Right.
Don't, you know what I'm saying, or don't take care of her kids. Men removing their genitals. Woo! You got Dr. Mercy Bauer inside of California. Okay, she's a top, leading doctor in making transitional sex for for men and women.
Yeah, you got women tying their tubes and men getting vasectomies.
Hey, this is Esau world, man. But I come to find out, Dr. Mercy Bauer is a goddamn Decepticon. Now I thought it was a woman, but it's a goddamn Decepticon, man. He's the leading, doctor in changing sex for men and women, bro.
That's a real mad sign.
It's sad, man.
Right, bro. Right? But motherfucker mad in his mind. Yeah, right. Bro. But that's right out of Frankenstein, bro. That's right out of fucking Frankenstein. You got it, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, this is a dark place, man. As it says in Job, it says, where the light is as darkness. Meaning the wisdom of this place, the understanding, the thought process. It's dark, man. And this is why the people are all messed up inside, Go ahead. What got precepts coming?
This Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation.
Right.
The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Right. Wisdom and knowledge, man, shall be the stability of our time. You're going to say what stability, okay, the root word is one, okay, which is faith. So us having faith in this word, man, will be our strength. Because we believe in Yahweh Shem Shai's word, man. And that's going to uphold the elect through these harsh times. Man, we know Jacob's trouble coming down the pipe. Now how it's going to play out, we don't know. But we know that we are approaching those times, man.
Right. Hey, that go into what you're talking about as far as what the scriptures say.
Yeah.
Us hiding ourselves. That's how we hiding ourselves in this knowledge. And that's the only way. There's no other way that you're going to make it without believing in this knowledge,
Right. Yeah, man. This is serious. Okay, this is why, getting this gospel, getting this understanding, brother, is very imperative, man. You got to take it serious, bro. Go home, read, study, brother, pray. All right? Build up yourself in your Yahweh Shai Lord, because you're going to need it. Okay, you got something, brother?
This is Psalms 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Most High, He is my refuge and my fortress. My power, in Him will I trust.
In Him will I trust, man. That's what the Heavenly Father is looking for, brothers and sisters. He's looking for trust in Him, okay, through His Son Yahweh Shai, man. And if you have that trust, you will be taken care of, man. But if you don't believe, then the Most High God is going to take away that protection from you, man. It tells you that inside Sirach chapter 2, how that those who don't believe, okay, or will not be defended. All right? So believing is very imperative, man. Having that faith, brother, because Esau coming down the pipe, man. He's coming full-fledged, all right? With that MOTB. Mr. Klaus Schwab said that the fourth industrial revolution will come in like a wave, man. He said like a tsunami, meaning that it's going to overtake the world. He said all of the institutions, governments, all of them are going to go digital, man. He said biologically, payments, everything going digital. That's what John was telling us in Revelation 13, man, about this devil's plans. But guess what, Esau, you're going to fall, man. And your damn pride, white boy, you're going to fall. I'll get Obadiah 1, brother, and I'll start at 3. Obadiah 1 and 3. We'll finish off on that right there.
Obadiah chapter 1, verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Right?
Thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock.
Right, Esau. Your pride have deceived you, man. Okay, the Heavenly Father gave you this power, all right, so that you can be all proud and boastful like Pharaoh was, man. But you got raised up so the Heavenly Father can show His power, man. That's your deception. You think that the pride and power that you have is for you to just reign forever. No, that's for the Heavenly Father, all right, to bring you down and destroy you. Okay, go ahead, brother.
Whose habitation is high,
right?
That said it is hard.
Hey, look, whose habitation is high.
Right.
We look at playing the camera,
right?
And we go into this all, often, but we went into it.
Right.
This is his habitation. It reminds him of the mountain.
Right, yeah, Mount Seir, man.
Don't they got a show called something about mountains? that Montana, the mountain or some shit like that.
Right, yeah, man. Esau habitation high, and look, Esau love these high rises, man.
Oh yeah.
Esau stay, you know what I'm saying, on the damn 80th floor.
Right.
Look, I'm not going no past 4, brother. I'm sorry.
Hey, even corporate bank, like
Right,
some of the biggest buildings is the bank buildings,
Right.
buildings. And then you got the big corporate, I don't know if it's, I don't know about
Hold
it,
on.
but whoever's at the top, they got high positions.
Right.
And they like to look out the window and look at the high rise, man. And they feel like they're on top of the mountain.
Come on.
I used to work for hotels.com way back when I was in high school. And that's what kind of I got to have the ocean view. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The park view, depending on what city it's in, they demanded it, bro. Right? Want to see that high point, bro. Shit.
Right. The Esau spirit, man. And what does it say in the scripture about him? Saying that he is, or what it says?
Right, it says, whose habitation is high,
Right.
that said that it's hard, who shall bring me down
Right.
to the ground?
And look, that's Esau mentality, man. I'm the big bad white man. Who gonna bring me down? I got the baddest military. I got the technology, all right, and the weapons and the science. Who gonna bring me down, man? And guess what? They're the same thing. The same thing is echoed in Revelation chapter 13, verse 1 through 5, I believe, man. About this damn white boy and his pride, man. It says, who shall make war with the beast who is like him? Because he has the power right now, okay? But, go ahead, Doc.
Right. Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
Right, Esau exalted himself as an eagle, man, okay, which is a high-flying bird. That's Esau's pride, man. He exalted himself like the eagle, okay? Also, that's the mascot of America.
Right.
The eagle, man. Also Rome, also Greece.
Yep.
They idolize that bird, man. But the Heavenly Father made it that way so that we can identify who the damn white boy is.
That's it. Hey, through process of
Right,
elimination.
you gotta,
It's simple. Because who could this be talking about?
right,
All indicators point to this man.
right. He's the one.
Yeah, he is.
Right, yeah, go ahead, Doc.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle,
Right,
and though thou set thy nest among the stars.
right. Though he said his nest amongst the stars, his dwelling, right, with his space stations. He got,
Right.
space stations. He got, satellites, all this crap out of space, man.
Right.
Yeah, he got a new satellite.
Oh yeah, the
Telescope.
what it's called?
James Webb.
But yeah,
James Webb.
oh yeah, James Webb, man, that shit CGI.
BS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. It's like they got Neil deGrasse Tyson up there, man.
Oh,
They
yeah.
brought this nigga back. Oh, you see, this is this is 1,000 planets right here.
Right, yeah.
Man, shut your ass
Right, yeah.
up.
That's
Nah,
a
they
deep.
gone.
That's
Come on,
an
brother.
N9W
Right.
planet.
Right.
Yeah.
Nigga talking crazy.
And then they want us to believe that you got a lot of dummies. Everybody pretty much believe in this country anyway.
Right.
That this devil went to the moon.
To the moon, right?
Neil Armstrong in the bunch.
Right.
Right. He landed a damn device on a asteroid, but moving at the speed of light. Some he said, I don't know what this cracker talking about, but white boy, look, you ain't been in no moon, man.
Right. They was in the Hollywood studio when they
Yeah,
did
that
it.
Hey man, you crackers are done.
Hey, and then when them the astronauts that supposedly went up there that still living,
Right.
get confronted about it, they go to running. They
Right,
get
right,
pissed.
right, yeah.
Swing on you.
Yeah.
Old Buzz Aldridge, bro. He done got into some fist fights with one of his old good man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, it's a documentary called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Moon. On side of, I think it's on YouTube, I believe, man. Where you had this like Edomite confronted all these, different astronauts
If you
and
can
asked
still
them
find
about
it,
that.
they took that shit
Yeah,
all the way off.
Okay, they took it off. Okay,
Yeah, they heavy.
they took it off.
monetization.
They took it off. Yeah.
He was hounding them fucking crackers.
Right, yeah. Esau, look, man, stop it, dude. You're a liar, man. But you up there, just, it's a couple 100 feet above the earth.
Right.
But that's it, man.
That's it.
That's it,
That's
bro.
fucking it,
Stop
bro.
talking like you way.
Exactly.
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, 'cause you can see the goddamn International Space Station with your naked
Right,
eye.
you
bro. I
can.
can see it, bro.
You can, right.
Naked eye, bro.
Right.
You understand?
Right. You see it moving. It moves around. Hey, you have in certain schools, they have, certain projects where they have the students come out, and look at the space station, the little thing that's going around, bro. How's that possible? How the hell we can see all the way up there like that? Meaning that you ain't that far, my nigga.
But when you show it, they show you on TV,
Right.
the earth, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
way
Come
down.
on, bro. The earth way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. That motherfucker right above the fucking clouds, bro.
Right. True.
Come on, man. Stop the madness, man.
Right.
Yeah, and they supposedly, what was that, in the 60s? When
Right.
it supposedly took place. Now, we got
69, I think 69.
Pretty 69, right.
right? So we got 5G towers and shit, drones flying. Why y'all ain't been back since? You know what
The
I'm saying?
last comment they had about that, when they do one of the top ex-NASA cats, they calling them up. This motherfucker said we lost the technology, bro.
Right, of course.
And they accepted that shit as okay, that's
Right. That's
okay,
it.
we don't have it, we lost it. Come on, man.
It's through, man. Right.
Come on, man.
Go ahead, Doc. Yeah. Esau, you're done. Go ahead, Doc.
Come on, man.
Right.
Obadiah chapter 1, verse 4.
Got enough money to make his own with that SpaceX shit. Right. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh.
Right. And that's what we're looking forward to, for the Heavenly Father to send His Son Yahweh Shai to utterly bring you down, man. Okay? And when Yahweh Shai bring you down, devil, you're going to be down and out forever, man. That's what we're looking forward to, man. Everything about you will be wiped out the planet Earth, man. Eventually, okay? It tells us inside of Job 18 that you will have a name in the street. That's what we're looking forward to, man. You've been exterminated, white boy. Because your works have shown and proven that you're unfit to live on the planet Earth, man. You gotta go, my nigga. Okay, go ahead, Doc.
Psalms,
Right.
Psalm 79. Oh, that the wickedness of the wicked come to an end.
Right.
But establish the just. For the righteous power trieth the hearts and reins.
Right. Let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, man. What more Esau got to show you that he the wicked, man? This man has literally corrupted everything on the planet, man. From mankind to beasts to plants, all right, to the water to marine life, everything is corrupt because of this goddamn white boy. He got to go, man. And Yahweh Shai gonna put an end to this wickedness, okay? That's what we're looking forward to, man. Okay, the brother read that Peter earlier, man, about a new heaven and a new earth wherein the way of righteousness. That's what we want, man. Well, we can live in the earth, okay, a planet to where we ain't gotta walk down the street, okay, and try to discern whether that's a man or a woman. Woo! That brother, that is bad, man. But this society that we're living in. Yeah. Come on, man.
All right.
You gotta go on Tinder. You looking on Tinder. You trying to see? Hey, it's bad, man.
What it's called,
You
bro?
got bowls that put up pictures of women.
Right, yeah.
And you think you going back and forth
Over the woman, right, yeah. Hey, yeah, right.
Then they let the cat out the bag.
Woo! Hey, right, hey, dude got 10 people like that a while back. A dude got 10 people like that.
Come on.
A man, yeah, the quarterback.
Right.
Yeah. The dude, he put on, you know what I'm saying, a woman's voice, you know, talking to Tim Tebow, everything. Because to find out, it was a man. And they had a whole, you know, interview about it and everything, and the dude put the voice on. But he put a picture like he was so-called Latina. I mean, I was like, whoa. I was like, but
You gotta be careful.
y'all short. Yeah, man, this is crazy, man. Okay, go ahead, brother.
Once you realize that you your piece, the move of the man, that should take you off the goddamn social media.
Right.
The rest of your fucking
Right. This is sad, brother. Children, okay, Esau came out and said that kids as young as 3 can get their, you know, stuff changed out.
Woo!
Because,
They plumbing
yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, bro.
You don't even know how to use this piece at 3 years old, bro.
I mean, children at that age aren't discussing their sexuality, man.
Not at all.
But see, Esau says sex, okay, or your sex is what you're born with. Gender is your perception of how you feel. No, white boy, you're lying. That's the same thing, man.
That's called confusion.
Yeah.
Right. The World Health Organization just deemed that there is no gender no more.
Woo! But there it is. Well, Esau
Go to their
said,
website.
well, Esau said by 2050 there will be no more genders. No such thing as man and woman.
Yeah.
Or so-called mothers or fathers. They say, you know, birth
That's-
parents. This is where we're at, man.
Sick man ruler, man.
Esau want this world to be full of cyborgs, freaks, and
Right.
all kind
Right.
of weirdness, man.
They everything to be AI.
Right.
Even the people with that MOTB.
Right.
That's the goal. We want to know. He want to play the Most High on the planet Earth. That's the thing. He want to be all knowing. He want to be what is it? Omnipotent.
Right, yeah, omnipotent.
Omnipotent.
Right, that's your pride, Esau. Okay, you're done, man.
It's gonna be easy too, bro. It's
All
gonna be
powerful.
Right.
Niggas going through HEB, going through the line, getting chipped, bro.
Right.
They gonna chip you, put a Band-Aid on you, and it's just like an ATM. You activate the next time. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking simple, man. People, man.
Oh yeah, Jake ready for it.
Right, and then all the chaos is gonna be taking place.
Right.
The answer, the savior to the problem is gonna be the MOTV.
Right.
And that's when the chip station is gonna be set up.
Right. Yeah, that situation over there inside of Sri Lanka, man. He's talking going over the MOTB.
Right.
And said, look, I got the cure.
Right. It's gonna fix the
Yeah, they're
problem.
gonna fix the problem. That butler, they're gonna take it with no problem. But see, Esau need what's going on inside of Sri Lanka to happen on all levels
right,
around the earth.
Right.
Because it said that he calls it all. So something has to happen to where everybody, all right, is going to agree as a whole and say, look, we need to go this route in order to fix the problem that we're dealing with in the earth with the food shortages, gas shortages.
Right.
I mean, they're going to agree to it, man. And the most I'm going to make sure of that.
Hey, the main thing is, the main part of this economic failure, world economic crisis, how it's going to play out as far as affecting the people is when there's no more food, when you can't buy food, or don't have enough money to get food, and layoffs are going to come back by the way in a big way.
And the food banks is in from completely.
Yeah.
All right.
Then when people's bellies is touching their back, they're going to be begging for their MOT.
Right.
Guaranteed.
Right. Fighting for it.
Right. Yeah, guaranteed.
And this is going to come loaded with $3,000.
Right. Woo.
Right.
Right.
And so much food voucher money.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. That what is called universal basic income, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna put it on that. Look,
On that,
look,
yeah,
I got
yeah.
this 3 racks. Man, Jay gonna lose his mind.
Right,
Yeah, they're
man.
gonna kill him.
Right.
It's gonna reload.
That's right.
It's gonna reload every month.
Right.
Right.
They gonna what is it called? Deposit
Right.
$3,000 on that chip, and you gonna be able to use your smartphone and check
Right.
all that shit.
Oh man.
But hey, what the Most High things are gonna be moving at lightning speed at that point.
Right.
Because if this man continue with that, it won't be no flesh to save.
No
Right.
flesh. Right.
Right.
You know?
But yeah, Mr. Klaus Schwab said that the Fourth Industrial Revolution is gonna change us. He said, change man.
Right.
Now,
Right.
what he mean by that? That mean that he trying to make man into a damn cyborg.
Yeah, to a goddamn AI.
Right, yeah, right. Like that movie Transcendence with Johnny Depp.
Right.
That's what Esau want, man. To put your mind and your personality to a fucking machine, man. Bugged out. Yep. Go ahead, brother. Go to verse. What we at 5? Yeah. Just stop at 6. We be down to 6.
Obadiah chapter 1 verse 5. If these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off?
Right. Go ahead.
Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
Right. A thief, when he goes and steal, he can't steal everything. He can't take everything, man.
Right.
It's
Hey,
impossible
like
for him to.
I'm sorry. Now I'm gonna say like them when them people go in with they're doing the pandemic. The start of it.
Right.
People running up in them stores. They can only take so much,
Right.
so many TVs and all that out of there. Some shit was still left in there.
Right.
You know.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, brother.
It says, would they have not stolen till they had enough?
Mm-hmm.
If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Right. The grape gatherers can't get all the grapes, man. But the Heavenly Father is saying here, look, I am going to completely wipe you out, so-called white man. There will be nothing left of you in the planet Earth, man. Eventually, okay? Eventually, man, because you got to sell your captivity, boy.
Right.
You got to go in slavery. I want to have Mr. Klaus Schwab in slavery, Lord willing. I want to smack that damn egghead of his and say, look, boy, go out there in that field.
Right.
Mr. Klaus Schwab. And all you damn white boys out there, we don't like none of y'all, man.
Right.
All you Rockefellers, all you DuPont, you damn Rothschilds, all y'all going down, man. And you know it, white boy, look, you know you going down. But them demons, or the spirits tell you, no, these are, these damn witches and warlocks, these money prognosticators saying, no, y'all gonna rule forever. But you're not gonna rule forever, man. Okay, read verse 6, brother.
Obadiah 1:6. How are the things of Esau searched out?
Right, everything about you so-called white people, right, you elites, has been searched out, man. Been revealed by your own kind and by the prophets. Your secret meetings, okay, everything about you, man. Your plans, it's all have been searched out, devil. Go ahead.
How are his hidden things sought out?
Right, his hidden things, man. His secret counsels. Everything about you has been exposed, man.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
Hey, and the ultimate answer is the Most High.
Right.
Yahweh Shai put the spirit on his people. I'm sorry, on you devils, the Edomites, to expose you, and they put the spirit upon us to give us the understanding of these scriptures through hearing the preaching of the gospel.
Right. Yeah, man. Hey, look, man, we are blessed, man. As Yahweh Shai said, blessed are your eyes for they see and your ears for they hear, man.
Right.
This is a beautiful thing because nobody else on the planet have this but us, man. Okay, the men of the Lord. Okay, the hopeful elect, man. We know what's going on. Okay, we know where we at in prophecy, man. Go ask your pastor, where are we in prophecy, man? He can't answer that question. Go ask Pastor Geno Jennings, where are we in prophecy?
Right.
All he gonna do is say, look, brother, look.
Right.
I ain't got time for that. Then he got the Holy Ghost jumping up and down and shit, man.
Read on.
Right, yeah. You old Christian niggas ain't got it, man. Okay, Pastor Geno Jennings, your church full of old 1970 Negroes, man. That's all in that church, bro. Laughing, agreeing with you, man. Y'all ain't got it, player. All right, go ahead, brother.
Obadiah 1:7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Uh-huh.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Right, the men that are at peace with you, devils, have deceived you, man. Talking about the other nation that you are in bed with. Well, shit, are they in bed with you? They're deceiving you, man, because the time coming to where they're gonna turn their backs on you, devils, and bomb you, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says, and prevailed against thee.
Uh-huh.
They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
Right, they didn't eat that bread, talking about Esau's goodies. Those nations who are taking Esau's goodies, they're gonna turn on Esau, man. And this devil don't understand that right now. Okay? But that's what's gonna happen. Right, go ahead, brother.
There is none understanding in him.
Right, he ain't got it. He ain't got it, man. Go ahead, brother.
Shall I not in that day, said Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom,
Uh-huh.
and understanding out of the mouth of Esau,
Right, go ahead. Right here, light man put out, as it says in Job. Go ahead.
and thy mighty men, O Teman,
Right,
shall be dismayed.
right. Thy mighty man, meaning your military, Esau, shall be dismayed by Yahweh Shai. Destroy it, man. Okay? Go ahead, Doc.
To the end that every one of the mouth of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
That's your end result, white boy. Is to be cut off by slaughter, man. We look forward to that day. Because once you fall, that's our kingdom, man. As it tells us. Esau's the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of it, they'll follow it, man. And we're in the beginning stages of that, brothers. So we have nothing to fear, man. Okay? This damn white boy got to fear because Yahweh Shai coming back.
Right.
We ain't got to fear, brothers. Keep on believing, keep on fighting, man. And if we be the Most High will, we're going to endure to the end, man. And be saved. And put this damn white boy and these heathens in chains, man.
Right.
Though we looking forward to, okay? So, brother, ain't got nothing else? A precept, anything?
I got one.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 14:4. Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressors ceased? The golden city ceased.
Right, there we heading to, brothers. Okay? The king of Babylon talking about Esau, man. Okay, the elites to be exact. They're the king of Babylon, all right? He's Lucifer. Go ahead, brother.
The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers.
Right?
He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth.
Right, that's what we heading to, man. Because this white boy is destroying everybody, man. Just bombing people, taking shit, killing kids, starving kids. He don't care. He's all about his greed, man. His wants and needs. Got a military base around every, country almost. They're destroying everything. Okay, go ahead, Doc.
The whole earth is at rest,
Right.
and is quiet.
Woo-hoo.
They break forth in singing. The fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow has come up against us.
So once Esau fall, the whole earth gonna be at rest, man. So it's showing you who the problem of the world is, Esau, man. He's causing all this goddamn chaos and destruction, man, to the earth, to man, everybody, bro. So when he fall, the whole earth gonna have a sigh of relief, man. Okay, it said the trees, they're gonna be happy, man, because this devil, he's committing deforestation at an all-time high, man. This month, he broke a new record, man, of cutting down trees. Okay, he got to go. All right, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Listen on that?
No, that ain't.
Okay.
Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
Right, destruction, man. It moved to meet you devils at your fall, man. Go ahead.
It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth.
Right, talking about the other nations, man. They're being stirred up right now for World War III. Okay, the war of Armageddon, man. All right, go ahead, Doc.
It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations.
Uh-huh.
All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
Right.
Art thou become like unto us?
Right, and this is where we're headed, man. Esau, he's becoming weak. Eventually, he's gonna fall all together, man, and just be regular in the earth like all these other heathen nations, man.
Well, yeah, he gonna actually be Lord.
Right, yeah, Lord, yeah.
Because the scripture calls him the basis of men. He
Right.
gonna go back. He's gonna live and play out his original role, which is the basis of man.
Right.
It's the vilest thing to walk this face of the planet, man.
Right, it tells us in Obadiah 3,
Yeah,
the water, it says that he's greatly despised, man. He's small, all right? A small is Hebrew word of Patan, I believe, is unimportant.
Exactly.
That's you goddamn white people, man. So-called. Nobody likes you, man. We see that you the problem now. Everybody, bro. The animals attacking you at the zoo.
Right.
Nobody likes you, man.
Right.
Trees falling on your ass. I mean, everything happened.
And then these other nations are not afraid of you.
Right.
And you not. See, the other nations looked at you as the scripture describes you as
That's all you have on
what did it say?
there? No, we gotta go.
That had the, what did it say at the, what's that in Jeremiah 51? We talk about the golden cup in this.
Right.
Bring that scripture out real quick, because I can't think of exactly how it goes. I think it's Jeremiah 51:6.
Yeah, 51 and 7.
51 and 7.
Jeremiah 51 and 7. Behold, so like the Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine.
See, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Heavenly Father's hand. See, the Most High set this man up to be to pose as the beacon of light to the world, where all nations thought this was a place of great importance, great significance. This is the place to be. And that the other nations don't like, they are pissed off.
Right.
And see the damage that you've done in the earth. You know?
Right.
That was it,
Come. Yeah, that Western culture is death, man.
straight up.
It destroys households, right? Fields, fruits, vegetables, everything can destroy when you follow Western
Well,
culture, bro.
women.
Right, yeah, oh,
Man.
yeah. These are whores out here, man. All these hoes be naked, man. Look at them. This is Babylon the Great, man. Hey, look, look, live it up, man. Because what's going on inside of Sri Lanka right now, that's coming to here, but times 1,000, man. Okay? Most High God get ready to judge you damn people, man.
Right.
So, but I got nothing else?
Nah, you got
Precepts?
it.
Yeah. So, hey, man, I pray you brothers and sisters out there with edified through the Spirit, man. All right, once again, we're going to give our praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings unto the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Right.